What is going on YouTube? Chun is back. I got another standard battle for you guys today. This is against one of my fellow subscribers. Goes by the name of iamthetie. Definitely go check his channel out as well. His link will be in the description. We both agreed to upload this battle as it was the most epic battle that I've ever had, honestly. It will either show up on his channel or the battle may even be posted on Pokemon Pit Beta. So definitely be on the lookout for his side of things. And let's go ahead and get started since you guys are going to be in for a real treat. I'm going to lead with Gliscor. He's going to lead with Ambipom. I'm immediately going to switch out and go to Jirachi because I know the fake out is coming. And I know how powerful Ambipoms can be between the Technician boost, the normal type stab, and the Life Orb boost. I take it fairly well though. He's going to switch and go to Clefable. I'm going to immediately go for the Flash Cannon because I really just wanted that Ambipom gone. And the Flash Cannon really doesn't do that much. So he's very specially defensive. Turns out he was actually max HP, max special defense. I see the Flame Orb, so I knew he was either some type of supporter or a Trick Orb set. He goes for the light screen here, and it turns out that he is a Trick Orb set as I go into Gliscor. He's going to switch out and go to Starmie. I'm going to go for the Taunt because I really wanted to cripple Clefable, but Starmie comes in instead, so I'm going to switch out and go back to Jirachi. He's going to go for the Surf. I was predicting Ice Beam, but he makes a great play here. I take it decently, considering it is Starmie and it is Life Orb. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. He's going to switch out and go into Rhyperior. Now, here I decide to switch out because at first I wasn't quite sure what type of Rhyperior it is, but he goes for the Rock Polish as I go into Gliscor. And I probably should have stayed in and just gone for the Flash Cannon anyway, because most Rhyperiors are Rock Polish anyway. But he's going to go for the Stone Edge. I'm going to go for Taunt just to prevent him from putting up any more Rock Polishes. And thanks to Leftovers, Stone Edge is going to be a 3-hit KO barring any crits. Now, I'm going to live the second Stone Edge, and I decided to go ahead and set up Stealth Rock. At this stage of the game, I did consider switching Gliscor out and maybe trying to take advantage of Sand Veil later on in the match since I am packing Tyranitar. But in the end, I just decided to stay in and just let him finish off my Gliscor with a Mega Horn so I can get something in safely. Unfortunately, my next switch in is Starmie, and this was a really big mistake. I thought I would outspeed here, but Rock Polish Rhyperiors are typically jolly, and this one is no different. And unfortunately, I'm modest nature and I'm not timid, so he will outspeed me and take me out with a Mega Horn. So I lose Starmie for nothing. It looks like I'm really going to have to battle back if I'm going to win this match. So I go to Flygon, which should have been my first switch in. I go for the Earthquake here, and even though I'm adamant nature and Earthquake is stab, I was surprised at how much it did considering Rhyperior's got that beast 130 base defense. He goes for Stone Edge here. There really wasn't too much else he could do. That was the best play. But I go for Earthquake again, and he just stays in and fodders his Rhyperior as I take it out. Now, he's going to go back to Ambipom. I predicted Fake Out coming, so I was going to switch to Tyranitar, but he predicts that and goes for Pursuit, which was an awesome play. But amazingly, I lived the Pursuit. I couldn't believe it. So I go into Tyranitar now, get the Sand up, just to try to get some residual damage between Sand and Rocks, with the exception of Clefable. He's going to switch out and go into Weezing, and I'm actually going to switch out. I believe I was fearing something like maybe a low kick, so I go to Jirachi. And here, I decided to go ahead and set up a Calm Mind because I did a quick damage calc and I said, well, even if he has Fire Blast, it's actually not going to do that much damage. He's going to switch out and go to Clefable as I set up my first Calm Mind. And Magic Guard is such an awesome ability. It really helped him out this match, as you guys will see later on. But anyway, we got some after turn effects going on. I go ahead and set up another Calm Mind because I figured I'm pretty safe now that his Rhyperior is gone. Haven't seen his last guy yet, but I know his Clefable really can't do too much to me because now I see the trick and he tricks me his Flame Orb and I get the burn, which is fine because I'm a special attacker and at least I won't get paralyzed or get put to sleep. So after getting the +2, I'm going to go for the Flash Cannon, predicting him to go for a Light Screen this turn, just to try to get as much damage as I can before the screen goes up. He does go for the Light Screen, and now he's got the +1 boost for his team. I believe this turn I'm going to go for Wish once the after turn effects get through, and I do go for the Wish. And of course you know what's coming, guys. My plan here was to just alternate between Calm Mind and Wish, and this was a funny part of the match because he goes for Wish as well. And I was thinking he had Soft Boiled the whole time, but he doesn't. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set up another Calm Mind because I've got the Wish coming, so I figured I was pretty safe. He goes for the Seismic Toss here. So most he's going to do is 100 damage. So I was feeling pretty good. I was set up, I got +3, even though the Light Screen is up. I got that third Calm Mind just for good measure. He gets his health back as well with his own Wish. And I just feel pretty good right now. I'm in a good position. At this point, we did talk after the battle. And after seeing me set up, he really did regret foddering his Rhyperior. But anywho, now he's going to go into Infernape. I go for Wish again, just in case, just to keep my Jirachi healthy. This Infernape actually surprised me a little bit. I thought his last guy would be something else, but I thought maybe he would go for a Fire Stab, like maybe Fire Blast or Flare Blitz, but he actually goes for the Close Combat. I was hoping I would live, and I do. So I go for the Thunderbolt. I thought this Thunderbolt would take Infernape out, because even with Light Screen, I essentially have +2. And he lives. And I was sitting there going, what? Really? Wow. Wow. So I get my Wish back. He's going to go for another Close Combat. And it is going to take me down once again. Honestly, I felt really dumb making this play because his Life Orb is going to take him down. I'm going to go for Flash Cannon, and looking at it at first, it looks like I should have went for Wish, but honestly, it really didn't matter, as you'll see here. He's going to go for a Surf after he switches into his Starmie. And I really had nothing else I could patch the Wish to. Surf would have easily taken Flygon out. So, I mean, there was really nothing else I could do at that point. So now I go into Flygon because he's my only other answer to Starmie. I'm going to go for the U-turn here. He's going to switch out. I figured if nothing else I would get switch advantage. And he goes into his Weezing as I U-turn out. Now here, I was debating for a long time who I wanted to switch into because I still had Gyarados in the wings. But I decided to go to Tyranitar because I knew he had Will-O-Wisp, so I didn't want Gyarados getting burned. And this is a Bait-Tar, so I'm packing the Flamethrower. I go for it because I really wanted to see if it was physically defensive or specially defensive. I think it was physically defensive, but I'm really not sure. So he goes for Will-O-Wisp. He misses the first one. So that was pretty big. So I decided to go ahead and go for the Crunch because I figured he was going to try to do Will-O-Wisp again. But he goes for the Pain Split, and I really wasn't expecting that at all. I should have seen it coming. I really should have. If I had, then I probably would have went back to Flygon. and maybe gone for an outrage or something along those lines. But anyway, he gets the pain split off. We're both at about half. And at this point, I'm just going to have to stay in. I go for the crunch. He goes for Will-O-Wisp again, and he misses again. So that really sucks for him. That was pretty huge for me. And I'm able to take the Weezing out with a second crunch. So it looks like things are evening up. It's looking pretty good. I've got a chance. But he has just as much of a chance as I do. So I got to be real careful trying to play this out. In comes his Starmie. Looking back on it in hindsight, I probably could have tried to play around it by making him burn up his life orb and probably getting sand damage by switching between Gyarados and Tyranitar and possibly Flygon. But in the end, I just decide to let him surf my Tyranitar and take me out as I go into Flygon and threaten him with the U-turn. He switches out and goes into Clefable as I U-turn out. And I'm going to U-turn out to my only other poke, which is Gyarados. And this is pretty much my only chance to win this game as far as I'm concerned. But man, Magic Guard is just awesome. But anyway, and he's got my leftovers. So all of that was really key, as you guys will see. He switches into Ambipom. I go ahead and Dragon Dance. I consider Taunt, but that really wasn't the best move. I'm really glad I Dragon Dance, so that way I can get that speed boost against his Starmie if Starmie decided to come in. So he goes into Ambipom. I did a quick damage calc. I knew that Fake Out would not one-hit KO me, so I decided to stay in as he flinches me. So I know next turn I'm definitely going to go for the Waterfall because I can take down either his Starmie or his Ambipom. He makes a great play here and decides to switch out. He must have known that my Gyarados would outspeed his Starmie. So he goes into Starmie and decides to sack it as I Waterfall and take it down. He's now going to go back to Ambipom. And he's going to go for the Fake Out again. And at this point, I really didn't have much other choice. It was either I couldn't go to Flygon because I would definitely lose then, because Ambipom would then outspeed Gyarados. So I let him take down my Gyarados with the Fake Out. The Life Orb Recoil and the Sand is going to take him down, and now it is 1-on-1. His Clefable against my Flygon. My only chance is to get a crit with Outrage, because I did a calc and I considered Stone Edge, but even if I got a crit, it would not have one-hit KO'd. So I go for the Outrage. The health bar is going down, 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 down. I actually thought I got a crit, but I didn't. And I just missed it, and he's able to finish me off with the Seismic Toss, and that is going to be the game. Awesome game. I am the Tide. Definitely hope to play you again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys love what you saw. Chun is out until next episode. Peace.